All right, guys, welcome to Quad S Trading, and today I got some exciting news. I can hear myself talking my mic. That's okay. We'll just figure that out later. So hopefully you guys can hear me. So this week, I'm going to start a new strategy. It's called the Big Pump, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of an introduction to the strategy. It's very simple. It's already built into my indicator. It hasn't been released yet to our group, but I'm still tweaking it a little bit, and we'll see how this works. So I'll just go over all the trades of last week. There was actually quite a bit of it, and today I got swamped. I couldn't even keep up with the trades. Up in around 3 o'clock today, they were all halting one after the other, and it gets pretty complicated with trade the pool. Anyways, just trying to figure out why I can hear myself talk in my mic. Not last week. Whatever. Let's go. Okay, so YXT. So essentially, our indicator, it tells you when to get in, when to get out, and our label here at the end will give you the P&L of your profit and loss. So this stock here pumped, let's say at the open, about 86%, and it's very quick. So this strategy here requires to have multiple pumping candles at the same time. So as soon as we get a red one, it would reset. So let's say this one here pumps a little bit, we get a red candle, green, red, green, it resets. I want to see at least a 50% pump within all the green candles, okay? Then we have a couple of rules where the entry would follow right here on this entry at 54 cents, and you cover at the end of the day at 33 cents here for a nice win of 37%. With the after hours, I'm still playing around with a little bit of the tweaking of the after hours because I've noticed a lot of times the stock will pump. We get an entry, it will tank and it'll come back up and you'll break even, small win, small loss. So we're still playing around with it, see if I can do just a straight 20% or a straight 15, 30% in the after hours if there's more probability. But like I said, we're still tweaking things around. So like I said, we got so many trades last week that it was actually quite ridiculous. So let's have a look at the following one, SCAG. I'm just going over all the stocks here. And I'm also going to be watching our Discord. If anybody in the member here have any questions, we'll have a look here and there. So SCAG, right? Same thing. The yellow circle here or the orange one, it depends on the indicator. Sometimes this one here will overlap on the circles and will change the color, right? That's why it's orange and yellow. But nonetheless, this is my minimum pump. So right here, if you look at the last red candle, it's right here, 50% minimum. So we're just waiting to have an entry. Boom, there's my entry right here at 73 cents, and it gives you the amount of shares, and it tells you when to cover, end of day. Because in our indicator, we have an option to set different things based on what you prefer. But for me, end of day, and you cover at the end of the day at 52 cents for a nice win of 26%. Or sorry, 28.6%. Now, the problem is that we don't know what happens after the following day, so I just want to cover on the same day for the strategy. And if you look at today, same thing, a nice pump right here, entry, cover, 38%, right? And let's just go back, see a couple days, see if there's any other trades. I haven't really looked back, but there's, have a look here. Okay, yeah, so this is a pump at the here and a 33% loss. But nonetheless, we got two nice wins here that would have those losses anyways. S dot, let's have a look at this one here because we have a stop out on the S dot, but we have a recovery trade for a couple wins here. So same thing here, right? The stock pumps many red, green candles, green, green, green. This is my entry right here. And unfortunately, this pumped again. And this was also, I think, a VW1. And it halt, got out here. Actually, we got stopped out. So my max loss on the strategy is 50%. Okay. But our win rate is extremely high, and you'll notice that we have our wins are usually very big. And then over here, no, halt again, halts down, halts up, keeps halting. Here's my entry, cover, end of day for a 18% win here. And if we're to keep going, no trades on that today. And let's look back a little bit here, and I don't see anything here. All right, here. ENAI. All right, so here's that 50% pump, right? All the green candles right here. This is my entry on the label. 2487, 201 shares. This is based on a $50,000 account. And you cover in a day for a nice profit of 25%. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, here the volume is very low, so you just scale out. Right? You scale out starting at 6:30, 7:30. You just get, or wait till the opening candle. Sometimes these have a little bit more volume, but you just scale out. Yeah, this one here didn't have much volume anyway. SPHL. Here, Sean was in this one here too. Got it. I'm pretty sure he hit almost the top here, which is awesome. So there's your green candles that give you the 50% pump because you have this yellow circle. Entry, 740. Now this halted. So when a stock halts, we will usually do our limit order for you enter at the closing price. That way, if the stock comes back up, you get in. Got in right here at 749. And cover at the end of the day, nice win of 35%. Out here, nothing there, and let's back a little bit. Here, 25% win here. Now, sometimes you will get stuff like this. So, minus 50%, minus 41. And I don't know what the news was on here, but and then we had a RAM that got stopped out, and another RAM that. So this we got destroyed a little bit here, but historically we do very well. Right, 25% there and a 35% there, so we're almost break even. ECDA, this one here looked great in the pre-market. Right, there's one candle that's 56%. Your entry right here. Down here, you're up quite a bit, and then next thing you know, we just got wicked, which sucks. Which happens. So these strategies are designs that you can trade while you work or trade while you do other things, that you're not on your computer all the time watching the charts. Now, Sean does it professionally. He watches the chart, so he would have had a limit, an alert here, and he waits for the candle to close above it. So he would not have been stopped out here. But for those who are not watching the chart, you need to set your stop loss or else your account will blow up. Then you enter here on your next entry, right? Because we have another pump, right? Circle here, and you cover for 22%. So we're down 7% on this trade. CMND, this one here. Price 406. Enter right here, and it goes sideways quite a bit, hugging this this current monthly pivot. We almost got stopped out, but nothing to worry about. And you cover at the end of the day, 8.5% win. And if you look here, this would have been 18% on the 29th. Would have had a 45% on the 18th, right? So 18 here percent on April 20th. So you can just keep going back and just look at all these trades and look, win, 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 right? They're all wins. Sure, what happened to my. Ooh, right here. After hours, right? There's a pump. There's your entry. This is what I'm talking about, the 20%, right? So from here down to here, 20%, 25, almost 30%. We closed at 15. So we're still testing the after hours because you don't have the extra time for the stock to drop. Usually it comes up, it just tanks hard, and it pumps back up a little bit. So, But nonetheless, 15% win here. And then over here, we have that 50% minimum requirement. There's my entry at 315. And you cover here at the end of the day for 58% win. Huge. And let's just zoom out here. Let's see this. This would have been a 7% win, 14% win. Got a REM stop out. 27% here. On. And a what, minus 22. So we're like very positive on this stock here. Great. All right, let's keep going here. DAIC, right? There's the pump we're looking for. Enter on this candle right here, and you cover at the end of the day. Now, obviously, once again, there's no volume, so you slowly scale out, and 45% win. I'm not even done half the trades. Like there's so many trades. STI. Let's keep going here. This fourth. What was? Oh, this one here had news about I think this is the one with lunar, quantum, and space. Whatever. Anything space and quantum right now are pumping. So in the Discord we mentioned no trade. But if you follow these trade here, you enter. We've gotten out 21% on the following candle. We have a REM trade right here, which would have been stopped out right here. Okay, so we've been double stop out, and that's it for the STI. But this one here was a significant news that we mentioned in Discord. Don't trade or trade half size or whatever. On the first, okay, we have our entry. This one here is a nasty one. Got to stop out at 50%. Entry again, stop out 50%. REM trade, cover here. Our REM trade, was a 73%. Here down to 160 is a 73% win. Almost recovered both of these losses here. So I will have the cover be nice like this for REMs, EXTs, and DVs. That way we visually see the profits for our wins. On here, minus 26 plus 59%. Nice. MS. Right, so one candle pump of 224%. You enter on this candle right here, and we cover at the end of the day 6%. Just because we don't know where it's going to go. Like I've seen stock go up 300% at 4 o'clock, and over here it pumps again, and then it tanks hard. So we don't gamble. VERU. Get this. Here's the pump. Right, we have a red candle, pumps again, halts, boom. Here's your entry right here. Cover 37%. Back if you see there's some. Okay, so here we have halt, halt, halt. So this is your trigger for that 50%. Now, when a stock halts like this, we set our limit order at the close of this candle. So this would have missed it. Now this one here, the high of 855, you may have gotten it. Because this is low and this is high, depending on how big your order is, depending where you are in the queue, you may have gotten it or may not. Nonetheless, 37% win. And I don't think this thing, I don't remember this seeing the stock at all, so this is the only pump it did, just because it did a reverse. NEXR, let's have a look at this one here. All right, there it goes. It pumps right here. This triggers your 50% pump. Here's your entry, and here's your close. at 25% win. Let's zoom out. 45% win there. 38% win there. Like this strategy is amazing and it's based off the indicator. You don't even need to think. Okay, so we have minus 36 plus 27. And we also have the DV here. And the entry would have been at 1918, roughly right here. So that's 27% win. Nonetheless, very, very nice trades. DXST. Been pumping up for a couple days. Right? There's what we want here. Entry is on this close right here. You cover right here, 25% win. And we have a minimum requirement of volume, so your entry, there should not be any slippage. The slippage may be once you try to get out. The IVK. This is a nice, right? The pump on the 80%. Candle entry. A lot of these, not this specifically, but I've seen a lot of these stocks or this strategy, just like a one hard pump, and then it closes like this. Boom! Look at this. This thing tanked hard, 58%. And same thing as usual. After hours, not a lot of volume, so you just scale out. And if we go back a little bit, see if we got some more trades here. 27% win there. As I said, based on the indicator, you just gotta scroll back and see what we have here. Oh, look at this, 46% win there. Right, GRAN. Let's have a look. 8% win there. Let's look over here because this one here was very busy. So there's our trigger, there's our entry, and we close at only a 9% win here. 16%, but anyway, closing at 9. Over here we have the pump is right here, the entry is right here, and unfortunately this one candle stopped out a lot of people. And you enter the following candle right here, boom. So plus 19, minus 46. Unfortunately, a loss on that one altogether, but they don't happen often. SPRC, right? There's your pumps right here. You enter on this candle, 1573. Cover at 26%. Back here, so we have a minus 29% there. So you should have a lot of trades. Yeah, 41% win. Oh, right here. 6 minus 39 plus 17. This stock pumps a lot, and usually when this one pumps, it pumps quite a bit. All in all, I'm pretty good. EDHL, this one here was a DV trade, but again, our BP was a 9% win there. And this one here was an entry at 496, which is here, and cover at 4 for 11% win. I'll make these labels here as nice like these ones over here. That way we know exactly what we're doing. 23% win there. All right, let's have got FXX. So on the third, we have a loss of 15%. And then following day, almost got stopped out, but we got a win of 16. So on the actual stock, it is a slight win. Keep going here. Ooh, minus 40%. This is but alt. Alt. Oh, it happens. Plus 36. That's great. Plus 20. Yeah, there you go. See, plus 26, plus 36. So on the stock, it is green. VWAP. This one here, see the after hours? This is a huge candle. Big red candle. Minus 19%. Previous day, plus 19%. Right? Go on here. See if we got other trades. Oh, this is a nasty. Okay. This stock is dead. DSA. Here. Okay, so last week, the first here, small little win of, or actually a small loss of 4%. Paper cut. Then the stock pumps up, and at 420 is your entry, and you close for a 50% win. And then today, 8th, boom, boom. DBGI. Like I said, this is literally just Discord, create the alert, and wait for it to go off. That's it. That's it. It's too easy. Right? Here's the pump in the after hours. There's your condition to get in and your exit for a nice 9% win. And back. I don't think anything. DGDX. There's your pump. There's your entry. And there's your cover. 38% on this trade. Go back a bit, see if there's any trades. I don't look at these before I make the video, so I have no clue what the surprise are. All right, 50% loss there. That one sucks. Plus 9%. Here we have a DV on here, right here. So this would have been a from here down to here, 25% win. And then here, ooh, look at this one. Look, 60%. Minus 44 plus 29. For as far back as I can look. MSAI. 40% win on the 3rd. When did the trade happen? 8:15. Boom, boom, 40% back. See if there's nothing. Ruby, we're almost there. We're almost there. Actually, not even close. Got about 15 more trades to look. Okay. Let's get going here. Pump, there's your condition. Close below your entries right here. Close is at 8. Go from here to here. It's almost 8%. I've noticed a lot of these stocks, if you were doing 90%, you would have nailed it. Minus 43. Yeah, see. That sucks. That's on this candle right. Anyways, boom. Entry. Afterwards. That could have been a VW1 where you just enter here, and then when you get stopped out, you go back again here. But today we are looking at the of first. YMAT. That's actually today. And when? So here's here's a 39, and this is 8%. Stock pumps. There's your condition to close. Right here. And then you cover right there. This is another example right here. Watch. 20% instead of 8. Over here, beautiful win of 39%. Minus 22, plus 21, plus 7, plus 28, minus 22, and then plus 47. Not bad. Good, looking good. WCT. Second small loss, right? So these ones here, like, because they're so far, like, 7:30, you're really covering the next candle. These are not. There's no trades. I'll probably do a no trade zone or a cutoff after 7 o'clock or whatever. But here's a win of 14% on this trade here. If I go back, I don't see anything else. This thing here is setting up for a volume shoot. Yeah, there's no split. Yeah, the reverse split. Anyways, this would be a DV here just because of the reverse split. So your entry is right here. Your exit's the following day at roughly 10:30. So this would have been an entry for a loss, wherever it is. Pump, your entry pumped higher, minus 7%. And if I were to keep looking, shit. Pump, there's condition, right? That's what the entry's here. Boom, your entry is at 277, and your close here is at 1 for a 45% win, which is huge. Going. Here we had a VW1. And that's it. Oh, let's see what happens here. Ooh, 68%. Wow, huge, huge. GXAI. Right, there's your pump, there's your entry, cover at 132 for a nice 36% win. But this one from the back test, there was a loss. Yeah, there it is, 30%. That's the only two that the stock did. Lobo. There's the pump, there's the BP. Well, it's going blue because that is also a pump trigger for VW1. But we see BP, so that's good. Here's your entry. Retest of a high. Tank, 21%. Over there. Sort of been DV. Here, right here, probably. Oh no, it's 57 cents. That doesn't count. I mean, at least 75 cents per D. ABST. This one here is a double loss. 50%, 29%. Loss. Back. See if we can recoup some of our gains. Oof, minus 38. Another minus 38? Yeah, another minus 38. But I guess ABTS is one of these stocks that we are not going to trade. They're all losses. Be a red flag. GMEX. 63.33. Very nice. Very nice. This is one from last week. 23, 26, looking good. Tell you what, I will always be trading this though. DV, nice win on the DV. Oh, minus 42. Not a big deal. You have so many wins, I'll take a loss. Right, like I know this price here says 130, but there's so many reverse splits that this thing would be, could be $1, it could be $2, it could be whatever. Plus 24, plus 10%. Been on the first and on the second. SBFM. All right, lots of trades. Let's find out. Okay, so this is one from last week, 28%, 16, 75. Look at this winning. All right, that's right here. That's where it is. From here to here is 75% win. Now, obviously, we lost quite a bit here, but it did a REM. The REM was also a nice win. Lots of recovery trades on this one to recoup. Right, even the REM is a 75% win. So, in this, and this, we are in the green with SBFM. Considering this thing went bananas. Right, 768. Sometimes like you get two trades like this, you get discouraged, and then you just get the third one. CTNT, the trade is right here. Time loss of, actually this is a small loss of 0.42%. Let's go back here. DV, nice win here. And a few more. WTO. And then I'll show you guys the good news. Pump over here, cover 12%. Here, 41% on this one here. This one here is a minus what? 10%? Minus 10. Minus 13. Plus 43. Huge. If you zoom out like this, you can 12 plus 41 minus 10 plus 41. Like what I see. This one here is a 28% win. Let's go like this. 14 minus 20. Deal. EV stop right here, which over previously. 4% win there. 11, 48. Plus 21, minus 5. Yeah, no, it's looking good. It's looking good. PTU. Like I said, we had so many trades last week. You know what? Here's another one. Enter 16% win on this one here. Let's zoom out, see if there's ones. Oh, gel. 32% win there. Right, zoom out. So I'm just gonna speed through these last few ones here. And this is a stock, so nothing there. Wald, W-A-L-D. Now, one thing that we're testing out is when a stock, like for one, this thing tanked 32%. So I was hoping this would come down big tank, but when it closes below the SMA 200, we will do a cover at our entry because we don't want it to tank and then bounce off the SMA. So that's something that I'm testing with, but either way, this is a minus 22%. AIM, a 25% win. And if we were to zoom out here, we have a 14 there. And that's, oh, we have a minus 30 here. But this is a VW2 entry. This would have been a W. Yeah, and a VW1's right here. So we got lots of entries, and that's it. And lastly, we got lots trade last week. Let's have a look here. 11% on HCWC. This one just barely. So our requirement for the BP right now is 54 cents. So this just made it. And I don't see any other trades. This one here. Yeah, so essentially I just put them all in the spreadsheet like this, right? Here they are. We scroll up, we scroll up, scroll up, and based on a $50,000 account, 33,881 with a 67% account growth in 1 week if you took every trade. Obviously, there's slippage, there's fees, there's locates, overnights, all that kind of stuff. But for the BP, there's no overnight because we cover it at the end of the day. And they're all BPs except for, let's say, 1, 2, 3, except for 3 trades. All right, so very busy. Huge wins. Now let's just save this. Now let's just go and have a look at our Discord just to kind of show you something real quick for today. Now it is a little bit skewed a little bit because we do have a few of these alerts that didn't go off properly. Like for example, CLWT, it closed or it triggered a stop loss of 50% on the same candle that opened. So I'm still finalizing this here. Like we're finally got this looking good, but look today. 33, 26, 23, 1, 5, 25, 17, 54, 53, 32, 12, 57, 37, 35, 47, 38, 30. And we have these two here. This is for sure a stop out. And then, by the way, I'll go over this next week. But this one here is at the bottom here, so I can literally just delete this. But Glee, I think Glee, for example, I fixed the indicator, but Glee, let's have a look at this now. Click over here at 5%, but today there's no trade for Glee. I fixed the indicator. But this one here is -5, +13, +46, -50, +25. So things are looking good. So anyways, if you like what you see, head over to Discord. We are working to get this thing like pretty much. Here's your alert on your phone. Take the trade, set your stop loss, and cover at the end of the day, which is sweet. The only thing that, for example, MTN today. Let's have a look at this one real quick. Right, so this one here, lots of halts. It was looking good, and this candle is a nasty candle, right? This is a 148% candle. Obviously, you would have been stopped out, and with a limit order, you would have had slippage, so you've gotten out anywhere here, re-entry here, and you get stopped out here. Right, so sometimes things don't work out the way they should, but nonetheless, historically, the strategy is doing extremely well. So anyways, that's it for here. Head over to Discord. We do have a 7-day trial in our WAP to join the elite traders, where you get to see these alerts for now. So head over there and we'll see you in the Discord. That's it. Have a great night.